Hey guys, welcome back to No More Cavities. Today we will be discussing fluorides, which is the continuation of prevention of caries. As we all know, that our tooth contain minerals which are in the form of carbonated apatite containing calcium and phosphate. But when they join with hydroxyl ions, they form hydroxyapatite. So what happens when we eat any type of carbonated food? This weakens our structure. When we eat any type of carbonated food, it weakens our structure and our tooth become prone to attack. So what happens? Let's consider this is our tooth. So let's consider this is our tooth. What happens when we eat sugary diet? For example, we eat any type of sugary diet. This will weaken our tooth. How? It will result in the movement of calcium and phosphate to outwards. If the pH, which is 5.5, the critical pH of enamel, if the pH reach to 5.5, there will be outward movement of calcium and phosphate resulting in enamel dissolution. And what will happen? All the enamel present here will be dissolved. Why? Because calcium and phosphate are moving from the tooth to saliva and plaque. This whole process is known as demineralization. When you eat a sugary diet, the pH falls. Because the sugar is fermented into organic acids. But if this pH reach to 5.5, the critical pH of enamel, what will happen? The calcium and the phosphate, the ions present in the mineral of the tooth structure, will move outward into saliva and plaque. But what happens if our pH become normal? If our pH come back to 7, the ions that are moving outward, they will move inward, resulting in remineralization. The process that we discussed earlier was demineralization, and the movement of the ions towards into the tooth is known as remineralization. So, what is the role of fluoride? If we are using a toothpaste or any type of dentifrice containing fluoride, it will convert our hydroxyapatite into fluoroapatite. And what is the advantage of fluoroapatite? The fluoroapatite are stable and least resistance to attack. Provide resistance to attack. What they do? They increase the crystal growth. So, there are different functions of fluoride. If we are taking fluoride in our dentifrices, it will convert hydroxyapatite into fluoroapatite. Fluoroapatite is stable, resistance to attack, and increase the crystal growth. What happens if all these things occur? If all these are taking fluorides, what will happen? First, we discuss there will be stability plus resistance. What is the reason behind stability and resistance? There is increased growth of crystals. There is increased growth of crystals. Then fluoride also inhibit the bacterial growth. Inhibit the growth by inhibiting glycolysis. What they do? They form hydrofluoric acid. How this mechanism occur? By forming hydrofluoric acid. What do hydrofluoric acid do? Hydrofluoric acid, for example, this is the cell wall of bacteria. Hydrofluoric acid insert into the cell wall of the bacteria and inhibit the glycolytic pathway. By inhibiting the glycolytic pathway, the fluoride will inhibit the glycolysis, resulting in inhibition of the growth of the bacteria. So, fluoride increase the stability and resistance. Why? Because they are increasing the growth of the crystals and they are inhibiting the growth of bacteria. How? They will move into the cell wall of the bacteria by forming hydrofluoric acid, and there they will stop the glycolytic pathway. Third thing is that they inhibit demineralization. How they are inhibiting demineralization? Because their critical pH is 3.5. So they will inhibit demineralization and improve the remineralization by inward flow of calcium and phosphate, as we discussed earlier. There are other functions of fluoride. And what are they? They make the pit and fissure shallower. Pit and fissure present in the normal tooth shallower. What happens if they make the pit and fissure shallower? There will be decrease or no collection of the debris and food. If there is no collection of debris and food, then there will be no caries, because pit and fissure provide collection of the food and debris, resulting in sheltering of the bacteria and causing caries. So what fluoride will do? It will make the pit and fissure shallower. And the fluoride will prevent the entrance of the bacteria. At pH 7, at the pH of 7, the fluoride will inhibit the entrance of bacteria. These were all the functions of fluoride. We will be discussing different type of fluorides in next video. Thanks for watching.